All right. So we back up in it with another one. You already know who it is. And we here with another one. This is for boys, all my guys out there who are trying to improve themselves, to improve their relationships. You feel me? If you want to attract better, you have to become better. So this right here, I hope is going to have something in it you can take away to improve yourself and the way you see the world. And with that, you know that we like to, and dating women specifically, right? So when dating women, there's something you might just encounter, and it's a test, right? Specifically, a shit test, right? And with that being said, we're going to get into that. What it is, what it looks like, how to not say the wrong thing, right? Because if you say the wrong thing, you're out of the game, right? And why do these things even happen? Like, I like you, you like me, so why are you even trying to test me right now? Is a very good question you might ask, right? And we'll go over that. Because simply put, it's because she is not you and you are not her. And men and women date for two different reasons and see two different things in each other. It is not a good thing or a bad thing. It just is. You feel me? And men and women are different. So we'll get into that later. A shit test. What it is, you can call it a compliance test, if you will, or a fitness test. You feel me? Because it's just trying to see if you are who you say you are. And it's just a way a woman challenges a man's confidence, his behavior, his mindset, his character, or his morals. Doesn't have to be all of those, and it's not in a way to challenge you, but it's in a way for her to see if what you say is the truth and what she thinks is the truth. You feel me? And how will these things happen? Just little ways of testing your frame or confidence to see if you're going to break or become unconfident or shy or whatever the case may be, to test your emotional stability. You feel me? And it's not always conscious, right? It's more of an instinctive way just to gauge your leadership, your strength, and how solid you are under. That's really what it is. Do you fold under pressure? And can you formulate a plan and execute it, or come up with a new plan, right? And can you stick to the plan already established, right? If she says, you're getting so buff, why do you keep going to the gym? You're already strong. Do you stop going to the gym and say, oh, I stopped going because you said I was big enough or I was strong enough? Like, no, you're stupid. Like, you were already doing this before I met you. You let me change that, and you want to be weaker? Who wants to be weaker? Now it becomes a question of your mobility. You feel me? You ask her to scratch your back because you can't reach it. You want to play this big old dummy. So two-sided, you feel me? Just little stuff like that. Like, I was already going to the gym and I already had a workout regimen set. You're saying I'm buff and strong enough, so spend less time at the gym, or spend more time with you, or I don't need to go today because I went yesterday, so we could do this and you can go tomorrow. Like, don't change the plan. She wants to see, are you able to stick to the plan in that case, right? And why is this done? So like I said, it's a subtle way to gauge your leadership, right? And how solid you are under pressure. And this is what I was saying. Men and women date each other for different reasons, right? Because as a man, you're not necessarily trying to test a woman's leadership capabilities and how she handles pressure. We're supposed to be taking pressure off of women, right? So the last thing I'm going to do is try and put it on you. I might see how you handle something if I ask you to, like, stop and pick this up, or meet me here at this time and bring something with you, like simple instructions, but I'm not going to put pressure on you to come up with a plan or a solution for me. You feel me? But for women, they're not necessarily looking to do that, but they want to date someone who is a leader, someone who is strong, someone who is confident. You feel me? Women seek out strong partners. And so if she is giving you a test, it is to see how strong you are. Not because she thinks you're weak. She just wants to make sure, you feel me, that what she thinks is true is actually true. And if what you say is true is actually true. So women seek strong, emotionally secure partners, right? And by giving you these tests, she's able to filter out the guys who are needy, insecure, emotionally unstable, you feel me, are tryhards, are dying to impress her, have nothing going on. You feel me? The guy she's not interested in, and she only knows what you're showing her. So, unfortunately, she's not going to trust that alone. So she has to do her homework, and part of the homework is giving you a random test to see how you handle the pressure. And if you pass the test, cool, A plus. You'll stay a candidate. you're in the roster, right? If you fail the test, it gets shaky. One test is not the end of the world, right? And even if you fail the test, essentially, with the wrong answer, how you behave matters more. As long as you say you fail the test, right? And you realize you said the wrong thing, right? And your whole mood and energy and aura just changes. You were haha making jokes, laughing, do. And she said, why you acting like this? You always act this way? And you're like, yeah. It's like, well, maybe you should change. Frame broken. I need to change. You stop joking. You stop being goofy and lighthearted. It's like, dang, I just. And if she hits you with the why you stopped acting that way, I thought, you feel me? If you said I thought you said I play too much, like dang, so he's not even confident in the way that he behaves on a regular basis, and he says he acts like that all the time. Like, you feel me? Just subtle ways to see if you are the person you're presenting as, and if you're going to maintain that frame. So the right thing to do is always just stay calm, be lighthearted, try to remain playful if you can. Even if the question, I'll get into some of the questions, even if the shit test throws you for a loop, like, why didn't you text me back last night? Or why didn't you text me back? And you're like, wait, what? You might feel bad. You might be apologetic. But how you handle that apology is everything. Stay calm, be unbothered, be lighthearted, maintain frame. Don't let your energy change. You can apologize and say, my bad. I had some things that I had to get done, and I wasn't on my phone until I went to bed. I could have texted you back. You feel me? Address it, accept it, move forward. My bad. I didn't. I could have. Won't do it again. As opposed to, I'm so sorry. I just got caught up doing a lot of stuff and I meant to text you back in too many sentences. And if you're talking, the tone. If you're in person, the body language. You're like, oh, my bad. I really didn't mean, like, you're leaning forward. Don't do that. Don't do that. And that's something else we could get into. Posture, body language, energy. You feel me? Just body language, and how you maintain frame in that way. Because inside, I could be like, especially if she's upset and I know I hurt her feelings or I made her upset. Ah, fuck. If I'm sitting there in front of you, I'm not about to do that, dog. I'm sorry, call me stoic or whatever. I'm not about to do that. I'm gonna look at you and, you right. You right. My bad. That's on me. And I won't do it again. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Maintain frame. Address it. Acknowledge it. Move on. It won't happen again. Energy is everything, as opposed to, my bad. I ain't. I did, didn't I? I promise it won't happen again. I ain't mean to. I. Nah. Energy. And so you can fail that test and even say, oh, I didn't text you back. I didn't even realize. So like, this asshole. All right, so he don't even care if he talked to me like that. What he got going on in his life that's so much better? You feel me? Don't break frame. Don't become, and for lack of a better word, a sissy about it. Because if you're really confident in who you are as a person or in the rapport that you're trying to build with her, you're not going to let that deter you completely. You're not going to flinch at other words. You don't have to prove yourself with the words. You're going to let everything that you're doing carry itself in the way that you are carry itself, because you're confident in the mannerisms and the way that you behave, and in the fact that if there was a problem, you can change it in the future. So we don't have to go back and forth and harp on it. And so another one you might get, I bet you talk to a bunch of girls, don't you? You talk to all the girls, don't you? Like, for this one, for me, it was a problem for a while because it used to just throw me for a complete loop. But what are you talking about? Especially if we was in an intimate moment or just like a one-on-one moment, like nothing really going on. Like, in other words, like we're not outside on a date or something. Like we're one-on-one, like in a bedroom or in a car, just talking and whatever we used to do, whatever the case may be. And now that I think about it, I guess it would always be chill moments, but they'd be high emotional moments or vulnerable moments. And I'm real good at having conversations and just talking to people. I'm not even saying in that aspect, just talking to people. I like to talk. And so I guess the conversation got to a point that a lot of conversations don't get to unless you spend time with people and build a rapport. And I bet he does this all the time with all the bitches. And I was like, where did that come from, dog? And so when I was younger, I would just be like, nah, who? You want to spell? I've even said, you want to go through my phone? When I was younger, like 17, 16, like, I'll even say, I told her my phone was dry, dog. And this is the thing. I never was one to chase a bunch of girls. So I would have friends, but I wouldn't be doing or saying anything outside of the context of friends. So I also didn't care. But girls always would see me with girls and talking to girls because I had a lot of female friends. I don't, since like middle school, I feel like my friend ratio was like 2 to 1. For every one guy that I texted, there were 2 girls I was texting. That's crazy. The balloons went off. But yeah, like my whole life, for most of the part, except for at a certain time. That's weird. When I got in college, I texted girls way less. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's crazy. As I said, but I also interacted with girls way more. That's very interesting. But anyways, so when I was younger, I used to deny it or be like, nah, what are you talking about? And they'd be like, oh, all right. And even when I got older, 20s, 25, and I'd be like, nah. And I wouldn't know how to take it pretty much. I just didn't know how to take the question. I didn't know how to take the question. And I would get like, what's the word? Pretty much my frame would break because it would confuse me and I would be like, did I say the right thing? Because once I got to be older, like 25, it was like, bro, I've been hearing this so much. I'm gonna lean into it. You already think this and I know what I've done and what I could do it. You feel me? So it's like, do I got hella hoes? I don't got hella hoes, but like, could I have hella hoes? I could have hella hoes. And so I would play like that, like, hey, who knows, baby? Like, maybe I do, maybe I don't. What's it to you? Or the opposite, and I'll just be like, why would you even say that? Do you want to find out? Like, something's completely like, no, she doesn't actually want to find out. Like, or like, I might. Or like, yeah, I was actually just texting somebody before you got here. I was on a date last night. I've done that before. I told a girl that I was on a date a couple of days before I was on a date with her. Like, I told a girl probably I was on a date with another girl the night before I saw her. So, I don't know. I try to keep it P. You feel me? I just, what it is what it is, and I'm going to say it up front. If I actually like you, I'm not gonna do nothing that you don't want to hear. You feel me? And if I don't really know you like that, I'm not worried about what I have been doing because I don't know you. So I'm just gonna be honest so you know who I am. You feel me? And I don't know. I guess I was me learning how to pass the test before the test even arose. But with that, this is the best way to answer that I've found. Again, the other one we're going to address, accept, and move forward. So I bet you be talking to all the girls. You got hella hoes, don't you? Are you talking to other people? Don't lie. You could say, I did intentionally, not casually. So anyone else that I'm talking to is because there's something I see in them as a potential long-term partner. And with that being said, I'm here with you right now. So there's something I see between us. And if that makes you uncomfortable, let me know. That was a really solid answer. And all I can do is ask more questions now, especially if she actually cares, because now you're going to find out if she actually cares. She's going to say a couple of things, either like, oh, well, I don't like to be involved with multiple people, or with somebody who's involved with multiple people at one time. I want this to be one-on-one. She likes you. Or she wants to get out of there before she starts to like you. Or do you get intimate with other people? You feel me? It's going to move forward. If she asks that, that means this is where she was thinking and she wants to know how you handle those things. You feel me? So being honest is just going to save you the time. Especially if she starts to like you and you say, no, I ain't got no hoes. And then she finds out that you are talking to other people. You feel me? And you're like, oh, he's a liar. And she's asking you that question because she already thinks you're talking to other people. So she already thinks you're a liar, which is horrible ground to stand on. And unfortunately, guys, this is just the game that we were born into, right? So don't lie. Just show respect and show strength, which is confidence in the fact that you are who you said you are. And you don't have to do anything to maintain anything. You're not going to lie to her in order to make her feel more secure. And you're not going to downplay something. You feel me? And especially if she thinks say like you're really funny, right? And you talk to a lot of people, right? You just have a confident energy to you where you're able to talk to a lot of people. So like a lot of people probably talk to him, or he talks to a lot of people who want to talk to him. You feel me? Or you're really funny and she knows that you always make people laugh. And you talked to her and made her laugh when you first met her. He can do this very easily. So he probably does this with a lot of people. You feel me? She already thinks that. Or if you're just really handsome, she's going to assume a lot of people think you're really handsome, or you know you're really handsome. So you use that to your advantage. So I bet there's a lot of people you talk to. So you're already coming from trying to prove something. So don't try to prove anything. Just be honest. You say, why would you don't even say, why would you? Just be like, I mean, I have options, but I'm really selective with my time and my energy. So I don't really just give that out carelessly. And I'm here with you, and I like what's going on between us. You feel me? Address, I could possibly have options, but I'm very selective. Deny, dismiss with my time and my energy. A reason why time, I cannot get that back. My mind is intact, and I know that time is something to not be wasted. And I'm here with you. You have my time and my energy. Not only that, I also like what's going on between us and would like to continue. You feel me? Respect, addressed it, addressed her individually, and that you appreciate her and her time. You feel me? Be honest. If this is what is actually the case. Now, if you know that you just out here, again, respect can get you a long way. If you say, you know what, actually, yeah, I am seeing a couple other people, or yeah, there are one, you feel me? Or yeah, no, you're not the only person I'm seeing. Or even if you're intermingling, you feel me? Horizontal mambo, but yeah, there are other people that I'm spin with. Now she's left to the side. And from what she does or says, you'll know everything. And I'm not saying this in a way to use it for that, but if she says, oh, and she's kind of like disappointed, that means she actually liked you. You feel me? And then she was like, dang, that's exactly what I thought. All right. But she doesn't get like reclusive or sad or disappointed. All right. Now she knows what you look forward to what's going to happen next. You feel me? Especially if you say, yeah, I'm just looking to hook up with people, or you're like, I'm just looking to date casually and see where things go. She'll be like, all right, bet. If she wants to play a casual game, she will. If she doesn't, she'll leave. So don't lie if you know you don't want to have to deal with these conversations and repercussions, or if you're actually trying to date somebody long term. You feel me? If you're just trying to get in there, I mean, these will work as well. But I'm not doing this for y'all to just say these things. Like, this is for you to know how to actually respond in instances where you actually care about what's going to happen. Because if you don't care what's going to happen, you don't need to do none of this. You're not going to break frame because you don't care, which is also a diabolical way to get all of these things done. You feel me? Because if you don't care, you're moving from a dismissal, not a lack, but from a place of dismissing. So nothing that is being said is going to shake who you are as a person, because you weren't doing anything to try and prove or impress anything. You feel me? Oh, my bad. Oh, yeah. I ain't mean to. Like, and you're like, oh, he doesn't even really care like that. So he must have better things to be doing. And it's really just, like I said, a test of your confidence, a test of your values. If you really value what you say you value. So if you say you value kicking it with the boys and making bread, and you tell her that's what you've been doing, she'll be like, well, he ain't break frame. He's still doing what he said he was going to do. Let's see. What are some other examples? But before I get into that, the more that she likes you, the more that she's actually going to give you, though. So getting a test is never a bad thing, right? So if she's asking you, I bet you talk to other girls, or how many girls you talk to, is because she's trying to gauge where she stands in that lineup. You feel me? So by saying, I like what's going on between us, or like, I like you enough, or like, we're here together, or I mean, I'm spending time with you right now, so they don't even matter. Like, don't do the normal, I'm here with you right now, so why does that even matter? Don't do that. That's real dismissive. I said dismiss, but don't dismiss it that way. You want to address it first. Address it. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, of course I could be dating other people, or, I mean, of course I do date other people, but I'm not seeing anybody serious right now, or like, I haven't really dated anybody serious in a while. Something like that, you feel me? It's like, there's some people I've seen casually, or, you feel me? You don't want to say no completely, because if you say no completely, she's just like, well, I like this guy, but he doesn't have any other girls who likes him, so why do I like him? You feel me? Or like, oh, dang, I got 5 guys who like me, and he has 1 or 2 girls who like him, maybe. I have more value than he does, so I'm gonna go somewhere else, you feel me? Which is also a crazy way to think, but this is just what I've learned over the years. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. So, but I know I'm right with the fact that if she's saying something like that, is because she wants to see what you're going to say back, and she actually kind of likes you. So don't lie, and just show respect, and show you're not a simp. You feel me? And be simple about it. Like, she just wants to see if you can talk to other girls, and if you are chasing other girls, if you say that you're there with her, or you want to see where this is going, or you don't take a lot of people seriously, she's gonna know, all right, bet. It's not like I'm number 10 out here, I'm not number 5. She's not gonna know where, though. You feel me? So, whatever, enough of that. But really, she just wants to see the true you and not a performance. Like I said, if she says you always act like this, and you being really goofy or playful, you're like, what do you mean? Yeah. Or on the opposite, if you being real reclusive and just quiet, and she's like, are you always this quiet? You're like, most of the time. Or just spin it, unless something makes me real interested. You know what I mean? I mean, except for something when somebody gets me excited. You feel me? Something like that. like spin it back around. Like, unless something else happens, or unless I'm with interesting people, like, really, am I not interesting? And I'm not saying to be a dick dog. Just trying to be a joking, like lighthearted. Then, oh yeah, you probably say that to all the girls. But like, clearly, I don't say it to all the girls because I'm talking to you. You feel me? It's like that's another one I've got. You probably say that all the time. Cause I'm the type of guy though. I'm not gonna say something I say all the time, and that's probably why they think I say it all the time. Because it's like, who says that? You say that all the time because you know nobody say that one. It's like, nah, I'm actually paying attention. Like to you, your hands. This is a tip right here, guys. This is a unplanned tip. Pay attention to details. One thing about women, if they get dressed to come out and see you or do something, they put their outfit together on purpose. The colors were intentional. The accessories were intentional. So if you notice a hair clip or a beret or something in an earring, the insignia on a ring, say it. You feel me? And you can understand who she is better. Does she wear studs? Does she wear hoops? You feel me? Does she wearing name plates? Like, is she wearing gemstones? Is she wearing bracelets? Like, pay attention. Is she wearing like bangles or big ass chunky ceramic stuff? Like, this is one thing my cousin taught me, and it's in a weird way. I was talking to this girl, and she sent me a picture, and he was like, "Who you talking to? I don't know what she look like." And I was like, "Here she is." And he looked at this picture for less than 60 seconds and said, "Dang, she got money." I was like, "What?" He's like, "She got bread." I could tell. I looked down. I was like, "You could tell that from the bathroom?" It wasn't a lewd picture or anything. She was dressed, and he was like, "Nah, not from the bathroom, dog. Look at her. Look at that." And I was like, "What?" He zoomed in on her bracelet, her ring, and her earrings, and I was like, "That's crazy." And it was because they were like classically timeless pieces. You feel me? The jewelry you could wear 20 years ago or 20 years from now. It was tennis bracelets, simple diamond ring, and some like stud. I don't even remember what the earrings were, but like he wasn't wrong. I had already even met her and I didn't know like that, but like he wasn't wrong. Once I met her family and seen where they lived on the lake and whatnot, I was like, all right, bet that's crazy. So pay attention to the small details and you can see who the woman is. I'm not saying look for rich women. I'm saying it's true and it's something I had to learn. Or like you see the gemstones and the bracelets and the amethyst, you'll be like, all right, bet. You're not gonna have to pigeonhole her, but you can think of some things that she might be interested in a sense. You feel me? If you know what ceramics are, or you know what resin is, and you see resin jewelry, or you see like the jewelry with the gemstones that are like twisted, she might have made that herself, or she knows the person who made it, or she's artsy. You feel me? And if you see just like, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Pay attention to the things. You see big knockers? Hey, that one, my mom's always wearing knockers. Whatever. We're not going to get into that. Pay attention to jewelry. And that's just a little side tip. And so this one is a no-go for me, but it might happen. Flirting with or talking to another guy to see how you handle it or to test your composure, right? Me personally, I'm not going to stop you. I want to see where this is going to go. Because for me, and this is how you flip these on the opposite. You might be testing me, but I also want to see if you're a good partner for me, right? So if that happens, there's a lack of respect for me, right? I'm not going to try and make you respect me. No, baby. You're disrespectful. I'm not here to change people. So this one I don't even worry about. But if it does happen, don't get mad, dog. Especially if she's not your girlfriend or your fiance or your wife. If she's your wife, be upset. If she's your girlfriend, you dodged the bullet if you were looking to get married. You feel me? Because like I said, it's just utter disrespect if it's purposefully done. You feel me? You're like, oh baby, come meet him, pulling him over. Nah, I'm not going for it. Yeah, nah. Just anything that is overly flirtatious. And this is one thing. You might deem it as being flirting. Still, don't break frame. Sometimes it might not be. She might just be super friendly. And because I know guys who literally don't want their girls to talk to other guys, period. Don't say nothing. You could talk. Like, I'm not here to control nobody. But flirting is something completely different, right? But if it happens more than once, just cut it off, dog. She doesn't respect you. She doesn't respect you. Especially if she doesn't say, like, I'll say this. I've had, like, this is when I was in my mistake making time. A woman that I was seeing, and I don't know, one day she was like, does it bother you when I talk to guys like that in front of you? And I was just like, eh, kinda, but it is what it is. Like, I don't know what fucking you tonight. And if you are out there with them, good luck. You feel me? So I think in a way I probably still answered it decently. I answered the question decently because I didn't really care. I cared, but I wasn't about to sweat it. But the fact that I had seen it enough for her to realize that I didn't say anything made her feel some type of way and made me look some type of way. I must be weak. You feel me? It's probably what she was thinking, which is fine with me because I don't care that we didn't. You feel me? It is what it is. But having known that in the time, I would have been had separated. You feel me? Wouldn't have made it as far because I would have just been like, that's disrespectful as hell. Even though I don't care and I don't know where it's going, like I just don't like that, and I don't have to deal with it. You feel me? So don't be mad. Don't get jealous. Don't say, why are you doing that? Or who is that guy? Definitely don't try and stop it. Break it up. Or are you talking to? Nah. If it's not your wife, let her do what she gonna do. Play it, you dodge the bullet, right? And it's to see if you're afraid of losing her and if you're gonna get hot tempered. Some girls do that one right there to see how much you really like them. You feel me? We're not out here to get mad. We're not out here to get upset. We're not trying to fight people. We're not trying to stop people from being who they are. All of those are controlling, which is toxic, right? And says she cancels on you last minute. Again, don't get mad. Don't try to punish her. Don't try to chase her. Don't say we could do this whenever you want. Like, oh, I'm free all the time. You feel me? No, you address it. You accept it. You move forward. So, oh, that sucks. I was looking forward to seeing you, right? Or dang, we had this planned and now we're changing plans last minute. I don't like it, but okay, right? Straight confident. Cool. I was about to go out with my boys anyway. I had told them I was gonna see you, but perfect. You feel me? It still works out in my favor. Or, all right, I had some work that I needed to get out anyway. I guess I'll do that. Oh dang, he'd rather be working. I like that. Get that bread. You feel me? Or he had other people to hang out with. Cool. You feel me? Like, don't look forward to seeing you. Just let me know when we can see each other again. Like, dang, I just disappointed him and let him down last minute and he still wants to see me? Why does he like me so much? Or dang, he didn't really, I guess I'm just gonna stay at the crib and call it a night. He had nothing else to do. He had nobody else to talk to or hang out with. Dang, all right, bet. And this is also just to see, like I said, your leadership. Because if you're a good leader, that's not gonna stop your plan. That's not gonna stop your program. Like I said, you got other things to do. You got better things to do. Or you got somebody else to go with you or to do it with. You feel me? It's like, it doesn't matter. It's not a make or break. And that's what she wants to see. Or you're gonna be like, oh, but dang, that sucks because I told you to come like over a week ago and now I'm really disappointed. Like, that was really disrespectful. She knows it was disrespectful. Look, you think she would be cool if somebody did that to her? Say you just didn't show up at the time you were supposed to show up. She would be pissed. You feel me? So she knows it was disrespectful. You don't have to say anything, right? And then don't try and punish her like, well, I guess you'll have to make it up to me. She's like, you sound like a girl. You feel me? And it's controlling. You feel me? And you're trying to implement a punishment. Who are you? Like, why does it even matter that much to you? And do not do the same thing back. Make a plan and then cancel it. Play tit for tat. I'll never do that. But again, for me, this is just a test for you. Because if you cancel on me completely last minute, especially if we have more than 5 days to plan for it, like I said, that's disrespectful. I don't tolerate disrespect. So address it. But all right, I was hoping to see you. Or all right, bet. I thought I was going to see you. Or whatever the case may be. All right, cool. Be safe. All right. I hope everything works out okay. Like, leave it open ended. Do not try and make plans. Do not try and reschedule. Leave that up to her. Because if she actually tries to, that means she actually cared a little bit, or she actually likes you a little bit, or she's kind of interested. If you don't want to deal with kindness, just don't respond. Just don't respond. Or just put it on the back burner, dog. Especially if you are dating. Just be all right, cool. I was interested and we got conversation, whatever, enough to schedule a date, and she says we'll reschedule. Just be like, all right, bet. When if she hits you to reschedule, say, all right, cool. I'll let you know when I'm available again. Continue talking if you want to, but don't give a date. Leave it alone until when you know you're free again. And date other people. See other people. On a Friday night when you don't have something else lined, hey, what are you doing? On a Thursday when you know you don't have something to do Friday, hey, what are you doing? But don't make a precedent of it. Nah, it is what it is. I gave you an opportunity to meet me and go on this whatever. I almost said adventure. I can go on this event, this experience, whatever it may be. And for me, experience could be simply going on a hike. You feel me? Going to the cafe. I'm not saying no extravagant nothing, but getting to sit down and spend time. Time is currency. Energy is currency, and I'm spending it with you. Especially if we're just getting to know each other, and you said, all right, then never mind. So canceling last minute is just trying to see what you're going to do, and if you're going to be upset about it, or if you're going to be sad about it, or if you're going to be like, you owe me now. None of those. Address it, accept it, dismiss it. And I think you guys pretty much get the point at this point. But here's another one that I've gotten. You don't compliment me as much as other guys do. I've gotten that and I didn't know what to say. I was like, do I not? I mean, I know for a fact, like, I tell you look good and I tell you you're beautiful. Like, I might not say it every single day. And I definitely don't go, oh my God, you're the most beautiful thing that you feel me? It's just not what I'm thinking about. But at the same time, I know I told you it was beautiful. So I used to not know how to take it. I get confused and get quiet and even be like, dang, I guess I'll do it more. Apologetic, right? Nah, play it cool. Like, oh, I don't? Well, I mean, I guess it's because I already know you're beautiful and I see more in you than just that. You feel me? Hey, there's more than just what you look like that I like about you. But you are beautiful. You feel me? You gotta address it, accept it, move past it. It's whether moving past it is saying there's more that I see. Or saying, I mean, you are beautiful. That's something I love about you. But there's more that I love about you too. Address it, accept it, move on. You feel me? You don't have to sit there and think about it and make it a big drawn out thing. Don't get super apologetic. Don't break frame. You're confident in the relationship that you're building with her, in the way that you carry yourself enough to know this is not a make or break thing and I am not completely. You feel me? Because if I was, she only wants to hear she's beautiful from somebody she likes. You feel me? It's like 1,000,005 guys tell women beautiful all the time. They don't get the number, they don't get the IG, they don't get a second conversation. They might get told to go away. You feel me? So if she's worried about whether or not you find her attractive too, that's what that is. Do you find me attractive too? Or if she's dated guys in the past who have been overly overt about it, like, oh my God, you the finest girl I ever been with, or telling her, like, singing her praises, and you don't, she might be like, dang, like, guys be drinking my bathwater. Like, why doesn't he? You feel me? So it's like, as soon as you start doing that, now she's comparing you to him more. And if she actually didn't like that guy, she's not with him now. But see, I knew he was a simp just like him. Or, oh, if he thinks I'm this gorgeous or I'm this good, that means, like, I'm so beautiful and so fine and so attractive, and he knows it. I wonder how many other people know it. You feel me? I was like, you don't want to revert completely like that, but you also don't want to tell her she's not beautiful, dog. You gotta tell her she's fine. Gotta tell her she's beautiful. You can even say, oh, you feel like I don't tell you enough? I guess I'll tell you you're beautiful more often. Beautiful. You feel me? And kiss her on the forehead. I address it, accept it, and move on. Don't make it a big drawn out conversation. And that's what all of this pretty much is. It's just a way to see if you're going to maintain the same sense of rapport, the same body language, the same frame. All of these. You bet you talk to everybody. I bet you say this to all the girls. If she's showing up late, are you always this cocky? I'm being cocky right now. Say that. You feel me? Like, maybe. I guess you need to keep track of that for me and let me know when it happens again. You just gave her a task and now she's your buddy for the night. You feel me? Every time you do or say something, just make a little joke. But that too cocky? Especially if you know it was kind of cocky or over the top. Just like, was that too cocky? All right, you're right, you're right. You feel me? Just make it playful, make it lighthearted, make it a joke, make it a game. Especially if you've already had 1 or 2 or 3 good reactions or interactions, dates, whatever the case may be with the person. They're really just trying to make sure you're not putting on a front or a facade. And it's for, like what I said, men are not necessarily looking after women to be leaders or to be like, I don't want to say men don't want solid women. We want you to be emotionally stable, right? And to be mentally stable. And I'm not saying because women are crazy, but it's like a lot of women think that men are putting on fronts and facades when they get to know them. And I'm not saying that men don't, because it's real easy to lie and say the things you think somebody wants to hear. You feel me? So this is just a way to see if what you're saying actually matches up with the way that you behave. And if you are behaving like you're confident in something, or if you're behaving like this is who you are, and then they ask a question and you behave differently, then maybe you weren't who I thought you were. You feel me? So don't break frame. Never, never, never. You're not trying to get mad. You're not trying to get upset. You're not here to get sad. You can feel all of these things. You're not here to over explain them. You address it. You accept it. You acknowledge it. You move on. I'll do this differently. That won't happen again. I didn't realize that was a thing, but now that I know, we're moving on, moving past that. You feel me? Because I'm just adding it to the person I already am. I don't need to change the base. The core person is solid, but I need to learn sometimes. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. It's like, dang, all right, bet. He can accept critique. He can do things differently. He stands on who he already is. He can make a plan and stick to the plan. If you say, oh, why do you go to the gym so much? Because it's a part of my regimen and my plan. What? And if she asks questions like that over and over, you do this all the time. Why are you always doing that? Without trying to understand why you're doing things, especially if it's like studying for something or like learning a new skill or learning a trade or a side hustle or hobby that you're trying to turn into a financial business. If it's something that takes a lot of time to start up and she's asking you questions like, why are you doing this? Where do you see this going? And she's not trying to actually understand or doesn't care about why. She just wants you to spend more time with her or do something else. Cut it off. She doesn't respect you or your time. Cut it off. If she's saying, well, why do you do that? Or what are you about to do with it? You feel me? Oh, that's really cool. I like to see where you feel me? If she's interested and wants to see it do well, cool. If she's telling you to stop doing it so much or trying to get you to stop doing it so much, if it's not detrimental to who you are, don't, bruh. If it's something to improve your health, your wealth, your mind, your mental, emotional stability, why do you do yoga? Why do you meditate? Like, that's some woo woo. You feel me? Like, red flags, cut it off. If she's trying to change who you are as a person, cut it off. Unless it is actually bad. You feel me? With that being said, I think I'm out of here. Overall, stand on your standards, stand on your self respect. Don't over validate, don't chase, don't over explain, don't filter out who you are or what you believe in or how you carry yourself. You feel me? Just stay true.